So, I'm 24, and my girlfriend. Let's call her an She's 23. We started dating in college, and things have been pretty good. But last week, something happened that just changed everything. She invited me to a party hosted by her coworker, a guy named Joe. Now, I've heard plenty about Joe. Anne talks about him a lot. They supposedly have so much in common, especially music. He's an amateur musician and even has a YouTube channel that's doing pretty well. The thing is, at first, Joe only invited Anne. It was only when she asked if she could bring me along that he reluctantly agreed. The party was on a Saturday night at a restaurant Joe rented out. It was a decent crowd, about 30 people, and the vibe was lively. The first couple of hours, everything was great. I was mingling, having a few drinks, just enjoying the night. But then, as it started getting later, I noticed in a small circle of people, laughing and completely absorbed in conversation with Joe, I decided to walk over and join them. And the second I got there, the entire mood shifted. You know that feeling when you walk into a group and it's like a record scratches? The energy just plummets. It felt like I was interrupting something private. I tried to shake it off, thinking maybe I was just imagining things. I stood there for a few minutes, listening to Joe go on and on about himself. It was honestly a little much. After a while, feeling like a total outsider, I just drifted away to get another drink and find someone else to talk to. I didn't want to make a scene or seem clingy, so I just let it go. As the night started to wind down, people began to leave. I figured it was time for us to head out too, so I went to find Anne. That's when Joe came up to me. He had this big fake smile on his face. He clapped me on the shoulder and said, "Hey man, a few of us are heading back to my place for an after party." Before I could even say, "No thanks, we're tired," he leaned in a little closer and added, "Sorry bro, but only Anne's invited." I was stunned. I couldn't believe what I just heard. I pushed his hand off my shoulder and told him to back off and that she wasn't going anywhere with him. He just stood there looking so smug, like he'd won some kind of prize. He then told me it was too late, that she had already said yes. I didn't believe him. There was no way she would agree to that. I immediately pulled out my phone and sent her a text. "Hey, where are you? Ready to go?" A minute later, she replied, "Sorry, on the way to Joe's place now. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you." My heart sank. I quickly typed back, "You know I'm not invited, right?" I watched the screen. The message changed to read. And then, nothing. Absolute silence. I sent another message. And another. All of them were delivered, and all of them were left unread. She just ghosted me. I drove home alone. The whole way, my mind was racing. I was furious, but more than that, I was just so hurt. Felt like a massive betrayal. I couldn't sleep. I just sat on the couch, staring at the front door, replaying the entire night over and over in my head. I stayed up all night, waiting, wondering what was happening. And then, at exactly 5:42 in the morning, I saw headlights pull into the driveway. It was Joe's car. He was driving, and he was alone with her. I watched from the window as Anne got out. She waved goodbye to him, laughed at something he said, and then walked toward the front door, as if nothing was wrong, as if this was completely normal. She walked in and looked surprised to see me awake on the couch. "Oh." I didn't raise my voice. I didn't want to fight. I just looked at her and said flatly, "We're done." I told her she had until the end of the day to pack her things and move out. At first, she tried to act confused, asking what was wrong. Then she got defensive, insisting that nothing happened and that I was being paranoid and insecure. I told her it didn't even matter if something happened or not. She chose to go to an exclusive after-party with a guy who deliberately disrespected me right to my face. She chose to ignore my messages and leave me alone all night, wondering. She made her choice. We went back and forth for a while, with her trying to justify it and me standing my ground, but eventually there was just nothing left to say. The trust was completely gone. So yeah, I broke up with her. Now I'm getting all sorts of opinions. Half of my friends are telling me I completely overreacted, that I should have trusted her, and that I let my insecurity ruin the relationship. The other half say I did the right thing, that her behavior was completely disrespectful, and no one should be treated that way by their partner. So, I have to ask, Am I the bad guy for breaking up with my girlfriend because she went to an after party that I was explicitly uninvited from? What do you think? Is this guy being insecure, or was his girlfriend completely out of line? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because the next story might be about you.
Here in the verdict zone.
And if you enjoy hearing these wild stories, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for listening.